So this is the regular syntax that is used for operating any PHP file or executing any PHP file. So within this PHP tags, you will insert whatever the code you want, you will insert within this code. And if any code that is written, it will be ended with a semicolon. Okay. Even if it is a single line execution is there, like only echo hello world is there, means it is not required. If multiple lines are there, then we have to use semicolon at the end of each line. Here in these variables are not case sensitive. That means variables are case sensitive. That is, if you use $age in caps and $age in small letters, these two are different, considered as two different variables. So whenever you use variables, when you declare the variables, you have to take care that you are using case sensitive variables. And every variable is started with dollar symbol, and as usual, whatever the variables you want, you can declare dollar. Example, $age. This is the variable declaration in PHP. As I told you, in PHP we have so this is the syntax, how we write the PHP code, and if any comment is there, then we will write like this. If the single line, this is a single line comment, you can use hash also. If there are multiple lines of comments, then you will write like this, slash star and end with star slash. If multiple lines of code is there, why we write the comments means whenever you write a program and if anybody is reviewing the program, there must be some sort of information about that program, why it is used, what is the use of this line, what is the use of where it is getting executed, how it will be useful for some other function. This type of information we will write in the comments, and this will be useful for reference. So we will write in this way all the comments. Whenever you execute this program, only the PHP code will be interrupted and this will be displayed as the output. These comments will not get into the output. I will show you.
Okay. Okay, cool.
So I will share this. We are just discussing about this comment part. These comments are, whenever you declare the comment, this will be useful for future reference. Whenever this code is reviewed by someone else, or whenever this code is used by someone else in future perspective, then this code, these comments will be useful for them. You can write in three ways. This is like /, hash, star slash, star slash. When you write multiple lines of comments, this will be there. So if you execute this code, only the output, this PHP code will be presented as the output, but not these comments. You can see this example here. Here we wrote many comments, but the $x value is shown in the result. Okay, this is how comments are written. And I told you, if any multiple lines of code are there, they are delimited by semicolon. If only one line of code is there, it is not required. But it's better to use a semicolon at the end of each line. So whenever you write some functions or loops, you must use some curly braces, and variables can be variables. Whatever the variables you declare, that must be outside the function or loops. If you want to declare any variables inside the function, then it must be declared as a global variables. We will come across these global variables and everything in future. So in PHP we have different types of data types like boolean, integer, double, string, and arrays, objects, resource, null. Okay, Boolean, it will return either true or false. Integer, as usual, it will be the positive or negative number. Double is nothing but float. In string, it's a flow of characters. Array, you can define multiple attributes in an array. Object, whenever you are using some classes or some sort of OOPS concept, then this object comes into picture. Resources and null are very high end. Resource is a very advanced topic, and null is like whenever you declare this variable, and if any value is not assigned to that variable, then it will be taken as null. So we will go step by step in this data types. So are you able to see screen? Can someone respond? So as I told you, there are these are the different types of data types that are available in PHP. Float is double or float the same. Similarly, so here we are $x. This is a string type variable, and $y is also string type variable. Okay. Integers also like it will be stored on 32 bits, same as C language. We have this integer in PHP also. So integer $x some value, and if you this var dump is like whatever the value that is there in this that can be executed here. See, return type is int 5985. This is the value of x. Float also you will have this dot 10.365. This will be declared like this float type variable. See, Boolean, either it is true or false. Whatever the example, if you are executing some function, what is the return type of that function? If it is true, then we will use that as return true. If it is false, we will use return false. This is the Boolean variables. And arrays are like multiple values that are stored in a single variable. Okay, here in these cars we can use array Volvo, BMW, Toyota, and even we can add some other variables like integers. Whatever you want, you can add to these variables, add to this array, and you can see the output of this array also. See, as I told you, PHP object, this PHP object is used whenever we define this class. This is OOPS concepts. This was implemented in PHP 5. Earlier to PHP 5, there is no OOPS concepts in PHP. OOPS concepts came into picture from PHP 5. Okay, this is highly advanced topics we can say in PHP. Whatever generally we say classes and everything is the basic concept in Java, C or something like that. But in PHP, classes are considered as OOPS concepts are considered as highly advanced topics. So here object, here head be new car. This is the object declaration. This is how we use the objects in the PHP. See, null value. I told you null. If any variable is not defined with a value, then it will be automatically null. See, you can define it as null. Here $x is a hello world. $x equal to null. Var dump of $x. When you execute this program, $x is equal to null. So whatever the value that we have assigned hello world, it will be overridden. So var dump of $x is equal to null. This will be the output of this value. Do you have any questions till now? I'll increase the size from now. Shall I go and shall I see? We have discussed, right, integer type. Integer type is whatever the positive or negative values that will be stored, that can be considered as integer type, as in C only. This is usually 32 bits storage. Okay. How arrays in PHP is different from other language. See, arrays are same as usual, whatever the concepts that we have in C, whatever the language, same as usual in PHP also. It supports associative arrays, different types of arrays are there. In detail we will go in next session, but whatever the arrays that we are using in PHP, these are same as a C language. So as discussed, double type is nothing but float, exponent, dot, some value we will use. So this is double is nothing but float. String type, as I told you, string is nothing but a flow of characters. In generally, whenever you declare the variable, you use $x equal to within the quotes. Either it can be single quote or double quote. We will declare the values like that. See, this is how we declare string hello world. Here we have declared, right? Like this we will declare $x equal to within quotes hello world. Either it can be single quote or double quote. There are multiple functions used in these strings, like a string length, which will display the length of the string. There are more functions like what is the word count. That means here in this hello world there are two words like hello and world. This outputs, when you use this function, the output will be 2. Similarly, we can have a reverse of the string length. What is the string position, string concat. String concat is nothing but concatenation of two strings. Example, hello and world is there, means if you concat those two words, it will be as hello world. These type of functions, many functions there for strings in PHP. String replace. String replace means here if you see the example, string replace world dolly. We are replacing world with dolly. This output will come as hello dolly. See here, string replace. This is the function that is used. This is a string reference functions. When you use world, this is the first attribute. Second is dolly. Whatever we are saying in this function is replace world with dolly. Then the output will be hello dolly. It is replacing world in hello world word. And hello dolly will be there are multiple string functions. You can go through W3 schools or php.net. This is the best website where you can get more details about this string functions and everything. We discussed Boolean type. Boolean type is nothing but either true or false. Only two values will be there. Whenever you are executing any function, if anything, if you are returning any value, if it is equivalent to 0, if it is equal to 0, if any condition is there, if you want to check if it is equal to 0, then it will check and it will say true or false. Either true or false can be used using this Boolean type variable. Resource type examples, actually this resource is a very high concept. This is the latest topic. If you wanted examples, I can give you it tomorrow. No, I don't have examples with me. Tomorrow I can share you the examples. Arithmetic operations and expressions. This is the next topic. Generally, whatever the C, C++, Java, whatever the operations we have, same type of operations we have in PHP also. there are different types of operators. I will show you. See, actually we have different types of operators like arithmetic operators. Are you able to see the screen? Can someone respond? Okay. So there are different, you can see in the screen there are different types of operators available in PHP, like arithmetic operators, and operators, comparison operators, increment and decrement operators, logical operators, string operators, and array operators. So these operators we will go one by one. What is the use of these operators, where they can be used? See, arithmetic operations, these are the arithmetic operations that are used in the PHP, like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, and exponent. These are the same as in C and some other language. PHP, next comes PHP assignment operators. PHP assignment operators, like whatever equivalent to this PHX plus equal to y. This means addition. This is equal to x plus y. Similarly, x minus equal to y means x minus y. X into equal to y means x equal to x into y. This is how we represent these assignment operators. X divided by y equal to x divided by y. Division, even modulus, x percentile equal to y means x equal to x percentile y. Whatever the remainder we get, that will be stored in x value. Okay, these are the assignment operators that are there in PHP. Similarly, we have comparison operators. If equal to, triple equal to, these three are the two different types of operators that are there in comparison. If you use equal, then it returns true if x is equal to y. And if you are using identical, this means if x is equal to y, and it is also checking the type of, if it is a data type, like whether it is integer, whether it is a string, it is also checking that entity also. So when you are to compare string type or data type to compare the value, then you use identical. And not equal to, this not equal to is also used to check whether it is x is equal to y or not. The value will be true or false. Boolean value will be the value. So similarly, not equal to, not identical, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. These type of operators are there in PHP for comparison. Similarly, increment, decrement. There are four types of operators in increment and decrement operators, like plus plus $x. This is pre-increment. Example, if you are executing some example, if you are executing some example and you want to see whether example, you want to declare the value, before that you want to increment, and you want to I can 1 minute. See here, $x equal to 10, echo plus plus $x means it will be 11. It is pre-increment. If you want to go to post increment, afterwards increment. Once the value is assigned, it will increment. Returns $x, then increments $x by 1. Increments $x by 1 and then returns x. See here, these are the differences. here it is returning the value. $x is written, after that it will get incremented. If you put again echo $x, then it will return 11. These are the differences between post and pre. Post increment is returns the value and then it increments by 1, whereas pre increments, it increments by 1 and then returns the value. Similarly, pre decrement and post decrement. Any questions on this? Any questions on pre decrement and increment operators? Similarly, logical operators are there as in other languages: and, or, nor, and, no, or, not. Whether it is true or false, this type of return type we can see in these logical operators. String operators, as I told you, concatenation is nothing but combining two strings. Like example, hello is one string and world is another string. If you concat that, hello world will be the output. This is the concatenation operator. Dot is the concatenation operator that is used for string operations. Similarly, concatenation assignment, if you see this example, it is just appending the value here. $text1 is equal to $text1 is equal to hello, $text2 is equal to world. If you want to assign this, text1 dot equal to text2, echo $text1. Here we are just concatenating. What happens is $text1 is equal to $text1 dot $text2. This is how it will get interrupted, and then echo $text1 gives the word string as hello world. Similarly, we have many operators like in arrays also, like union, equality, identity, inequality, non-identity. Like this, if you use two arrays and if you use union, see here, array $x equal to array A red, B green, $y equal to array C blue, D yellow. If you print this $x plus $y, that is equal to union of x and y. You can see here it will be shown as a single array A, B, C, D. This is given as a single array. That means it is concatenating all the variables that are there in the array and it is showing as a single array. You can refer to W3 schools for more on this example and at php.net. php.net. This is the best site where you can get more in detail, high level documentation will be there on PHP in this website. And there are variety of numeric functions like floor, seal, round, like floor means it will if example 4.2 is there, it will be rounded as a 4. Seal is there means 4.2 is there means it will go to 4.5 is there means it will go to 5. If it is less than 4.4, like 4.4 is there means it will come to 4. A round is also similar like that. So whatever the value is there, it will round to the nearest value, that is less than value or higher than value. Any questions? Any questions on these operators? See, $x plus $y, if you are, this is normal integer, if you are using any type of integer, $x plus $y, it is equal to some value. But whereas $x dot $y, it is used for string. It is a string operation. That is, concatenation is used for strings, not for integers or some other type of data type. Is it clear? So as discussed, string operations like string length, string compare, comparison between two strings, string explode, implode, this type of many type of functions are there in this string operators. Next, scalar type conversion. Actually, we have different types of data types. As I told you, like integer is there, string is there, boolean is there. If you want to convert one string to another, one data type to other data type, we can convert those data types using some functions in PHP. And if you want to get the data type of that, whatever the variable you declare, if you want to get the data type of that, you use get type, and you can check what is the data type of that variable, declared variable. If you are going to use is underscore int, if it is the variable is integer type, then it returns true. If it is not integer type, then it returns false. This type of conversion is possible in PHP. Example, if you want to, if you have declared some variable and you want to concatenate that variable with a string, then you will convert that integer to string, and then you will concatenate to that other string. This is how we do the type of conversions in PHP. See here, you can see set type, $x, within quotes you have seen that integer type. So similarly, if you want to set to other type also, you can set type. If you want to find the data type, what is the data type of a particular variable, you can check the type. If it is, if you want to be specific also, if it is an integer, if it is a string, then also you can check this data type using some functions in PHP. Is my voice clear now? Can someone respond?
49 college. Yeah, you can continue. Uh, 49 college, can you restart your voice or session? Maybe your side or some problem. Okay.
So assignment operators, as discussed, we have seen the assignment operators like plus, minus, this type of assignment operators we have already discussed in PHP. Same, these assignment operators, whatever languages C, C++, Java are supporting, those are also supported in PHP. Next comes the output. Output, whatever we are seeing that is displayed from the client side, whatever the information that is being interpreted on this client side, that is nothing but the output. So here we are using different types of functions like print, printf, echo. This type of functions we are using in PHP to print the output. So here in this also, in PHP, are you able to see the screen? One respond. these are the two types of statements that we use, like a PHP echo or PHP print. And printf, scanf, like similarly scanf, we have printf also here in this PHP. Similar like a percentile s plus a percentile d. Sorry. This type of feature is also available in PHP. If you want to print some data, percentile d, some value, similarly here also we can use these variables and we can print the output. Here in echo, whatever the value here h2 PHP is fun. Echo hello world. Echo I am about to learn PHP. Echo this string was made with multiple parameters. This sorry. To run this example, this is h2. These are the HTML attributes that are included in echo. You can directly see PHP is fun here. And echo hello world, here break statement is used within the echo statement. Bring echo I am about to learn PHP break. Similarly it will goes into the new line. Echo this string was made with multiple parameters. Here we are with the comma separated, we are using we are assigning the values and it will output as a string here. This is how echo generates the output. Similarly, if you see example for print, print h2, similarly print h2 PHP is fun. Print hello world, print I am about to learn PHP. Same output will be generated when you are using print or echo, but there is some difference between the print and echo is that the time execution time and everything is different between PHP print and echo. So any questions on these output parameters? See, these examples are there. I will give more explanation on these examples, whatever the code that we have, right? Today.php. I will show you these examples tomorrow, and we will discuss more on this example tomorrow. See, the execution time between the print and echo is different. If you are using echo, execution time, it will take more time than print. It's better to use print instead of echo.
What is the difference between print and
See, whatever when you are using print and echo, same is the output. But whatever the processing time it takes for execute echo, it is more than print. So it is better to use print instead of echo when you are writing some code. Examples, like if you are comparing two strings, example a equal to 5, b equal to 5. See, these two are two integers. If you want to compare these two, then you are saying a equal to b. here, whenever you are comparing these two variables, $A and $B, this just checks the value here, 5 equal to 5 or not. And it will, based on this conclusion, whether it is equal or not equal, then this output will be executed. Here $A equal to $B means the output will be as yes, because 5 equal to 5. Okay, if you want to declare this as see, now I am declaring $A as string, not as an integer. Now whenever you check this dollar identical to $B, then it will check value along with the data type also. Now here the data types are different, so the output will be no. Here it is taking as a string for $A and $B is integer. So these two types of data types are different, so it will be, the output will be no. Is it clear? So relational operators, as we discussed relational operators like greater than, less than, or equivalent to. Same in these comparison and relational operators also come into picture when you are using functions, conditions, loops like if, else loops, for loop, while loops. These conditions will come into picture. We have already discussed this also, right? Boolean operators and everything we have discussed. Next we have some selection statements that we will discuss tomorrow's session, like loops, if, else loops, while loops, switch cases, what are the selection statements are there, we will discuss in tomorrow's session. Till now, do you have any questions on these basic concepts like variables, data types, operators? Okay, tomorrow I will show you examples on resource also, and we will discuss on conversion types using some examples. I will show you the demo how PHP will be installed and everything. Tomorrow I will show you, so you can install and you can write some programs. So using these variables declarations, using some array functions, some string functions, come up with some examples tomorrow, like concatenations, arrays. Build some examples and come up with some questions tomorrow. Okay, then we can conclude today's session.
Yeah, sorry for delay in the session start. Just I'll manage it tomorrow as soon as possible.